Yahoo! It's me, John Disco. Good morning, Maldeo. Good morning, Megadobles. Good morning, Hirodolo. Good morning, Old Man Diabetes. Good morning, The Egos. Good morning, Hirodolo. Wait, good morning, Burger Crusader. It's been a hot minute. Good morning, Ratty. Good morning, Papa's Dog. Good morning, Papato Games. I'll be ready in time for the next Inktober. And I love fishing. Oh, Gilf. Yeah, yeah, it adds up. I didn't notice that before. I don't think that was there before. What the fuck? Electric juicer.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass
Not
like
time
bony
yet.
fingers. Nothing. Just black tangles like the hair of an old woman. Motionless. The wind in the yard doesn't reach the hawthorn, nor does the light come in from this window. There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Well, what do you know?
Was that? Could it be? The Mama Dakwa? No, it's probably just your imagination ringing in your ear.
Sorry, Kim.
There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring.
I love having tinnitus.
Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear. Lena also said that it couldn't be heard by any other animal, including humans. What you're hearing must just be a regular bird. There it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species. It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you.
God, I love being schizophrenic.
What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist. The only birds you should be looking for are healthy women of childbearing age.
Get some bitches. Good morning, Name It the Duty. Good morning, Surreal. Good morning, Mega Dougal. Wait, shit, fuck. Hold on.
No, I don't hear the Mama Dakwa, and neither do you.
Of course he doesn't. He's deaf. Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone. There is no ringing anymore. Just the sound of the streets. Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again.
Got beans. Anyways, my favorite thing to do in the morning, whatever white checks I can do again. Hold on. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I love Thierbird. Bullet holes. Oh, thanks. Wait. How do I have 2 perception? Oh, the frog hat. Can see clearly now. I take my conceptualization back. I don't need composure nor savoir-faire. Take the rhetoric. Yeah, and the perception's good. Yeah. I think I'd rather have the perception, the interfacing. Awesome. We got a clown suit now. The frog head does not give physical instrument, no. Hey, good morning, Headless 47. When shit is something to you, man. So true? Go check the shop first. I love clothes.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they itch. The itch is so...
All natural materials.
Damn. I am insane. Did I change the mic? Did I? It should be. Testing. This one, yeah? You changed the mic, or you gay? Talk to those guys playing ball in a sec. If I can get another level and like put it into physical instrument before I meet Measurehead, that'd be awesome. Or we could open up that door, get some more XP, and get another chance for physical instrument. Oh, I love taking
You're
weight
back.
checks.
Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
All around you, rain keeps falling down. On the wooden boards she's standing on, and on the water around you.
A free coat?
Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water, almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go
Jamais
ahead,
vu.
ask me anything.
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
Huh. Oh yeah, we're getting in it now.
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough.
Live in the woods and steal gas station Wi-Fi because you're phobic.
A frisson lifts the hair on the back of your arm. Wind sweeps the surface of the bay.
The world is a suzerainty.
So true.
A vrai vachol.
There is a term of endearment they coined for it, in the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included. Elysium.
The one with the evil apes.
It does. There are those who would call it hell. A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists. Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit. Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways. That's looking less and less likely, Detective. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
ORG, Occident Revischol-Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three, they're piecing together a dark grey corona. Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
A cold fear seeps into you.
Pale? What do you mean corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness.
Swathe. Good morning, check 00. Oh yeah, get coffee. I'm back to drugs.
I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound. You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it. See, everyone finds something
Title
worth
drop.
holding on to in this world, however wasted its opportunities.
The cold seeps into you. The air is heavy with 80% humidity. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
Yeah, tell me about the pale. Hold on.
The Pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
Ma'am, remember you are dealing with a very sensitive and impressionable police officer who is still recovering from a recent medical episode.
Kim, I don't know what the fuck this is.
The Lieutenant's right. Let's change topics. What do you want to know? Anything.
Volition 1. Kim trusts you. Yippee.
Is what you want to do. But should you? He expressly stated you shouldn't hear about it. What if it renders you mad? Or catatonic? Or makes you lose your memory again?
Yes?
Well, we'll have to work on that.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Word has travelled, yes, but nothing of real substance has surfaced yet, I gather. Wild Pines has eyes on the intersection, but not ears.
Not sure why this lady's so open to talk about bullshit. She's old and she's just waiting here.
It appears we are being monitored every step we take, colleague. Did we have any other business here?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revischolian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo tribes remain.
Who are the others? Yeah, fuck it.
Jean-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
Why, thank you.
How much money?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
Fuck.
It's a number, officer. A big one. It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands. 20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility. They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain.
Yippee. Oh.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
What are the use of tomorrow with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners? Who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
It sucks. I want to hear about, like, cryptids again. What am I doing here?
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
Distracted by women. That's a really quick one. Shit. 15th in the trap, huh? Harry, put that thing away. The fucking circle away. God damn it. He's not gonna put the circle away. Well, nothing to do but new stuff. Yippee. Sir?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Huh.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
Look, in his hand, going into his mouth, the sandwich. It's hauntingly beautiful.
I could use a nice sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Acting without hesitation. Yeah, let's just fuck him up. Yeah, fuck it.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory. Time has frozen. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
I don't think Harry's playing the right sport here.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
Me at the gay sex convention.
West, in the Grand Couronne area, a sharp overhand left from Arsène Luc Edelbrock sends the Samaran heavyweight champion, Kostya Miasnok Kostanicha, flying to the mat. The crowd goes wild. Revachol loves her heroes. An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Behold the fear and confusion reflected in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe of your superiority. You are a god to them. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
Be the bullet.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
Yeah, it's the wrong game.
What the hell is your problem?
I'm a god of track and field.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
A man his age getting worked up like that? Better watch that blood pressure.
Wait, what?
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
That's a shot.
Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque. You ruined a pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull. Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I just ate his fucking bishop, and now, okay.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the union is the law, so can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
This guy's badass.
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing.
I really should have put that point in drama earlier.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
The bootlicker.
Heavy artillery fire, you say? That's the best kind of artillery fire. Very interesting.
It's just French.
Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Oh, did he?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
Badass.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
I'd bomb this place too. Millions must die.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. They didn't do it because they didn't like it. They had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
That explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach.
Like
Knows
your
it was
half-light.
necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still all influence.
You don't even begin
So
to
French.
truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
This coalition seems quite capable. These just don't understand how money works. Nothing.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains,
Had to beat the cough. Boiling hyenas and cat piss, yippee.
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
Oh yeah, he's super monarchist.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with. It doesn't. That was 100 years ago. Ain't got nothing to do with anything. Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution. A true king in both blood and mind, led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Exiled, Joyce said
Yeah.
Guillaume ran and his nephew, Frissel, was shot in his place.
Do I argue with the old man? What could possibly go wrong?
This is communard propaganda. Guillaume would never do something like that. He is Le Lion. The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? They forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the Filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform.
Damn.
This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Ah, yes! King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to
Kill,
rule.
old man.
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Sure.
Revachol would be a different place if more people realized that. We could still be the...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The Carabineer doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
God damn.
Right.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota.
Huh?
Evening falls. The time has come to take the vow. The vows are blood and flesh. Lower intestine, the term is metabolic and circulatory system. Fascism, Brota.
I'm getting the thought cabinet for all these, damn.
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachol's
No.
problems?
I thought you were on my circulatory system. Hold on.
Quit stalling, Bruta. We're talking about the weakest, worst, most insane thing. The weak link.
Good morning, Mario Rossi Penguin. It's definitely the leftist accommodations.
Yes, them. But also, women. Women. Men of war. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Woo men need to go back to the fucking kitchen. That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that women need to know their place.
What?
Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth. Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times.
Those fucking umlauts away.
Okay, yes, let's call it that. Good thinking. You're going to keep your vooz, right? Keep your vooz, Brota.
Good morning, Stinky Peanut.
For the nation, smart. Best not to mention the woo men too often. That's why you're the head and I am the stomach.
Fascinated that I do apologize to that women are absolutely okay with women. What would even happen if I clicked it?
Of course you are, Bruta. Of course.
A wink-shaped growl sounds from your ass. So true. Enormous bowls. Badass. Oh yeah, I put it to auto run. Nothing else from this guy now.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up? I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why.
I think you have the right kinetic pause. I'm in caps lock. How was Monster Hunter Wilds? I've heard mixed things from people who are big on the series.
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Yeah.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
Good morning, Kuroneko. Good morning, Takaku. Good morning, kinetic pause. Some of the weapons are okay. Runs and looks like ash. I'd rather it looks worse and runs really well. Not optimal. Like, oh, that's not good.
It's true. We would of course lie. But a kind heart is tricky.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
You made Robbie Rotten play the Saxon hunting hole. Okay. Monster Hunter Wilds.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you. I just can't, man. I'm not naive. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
Good morning, Renbato.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
Life is just a joke. Oh. Everyone's afraid of it, huh?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind, the way it worked, the trouble it was giving her.
The pain it was causing her.
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
The gray-haired woman. Maybe she knows something.
Huh.
Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
Physical instruments, like, not very good most of the time. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, you can talk about politics. It's like, oh, were these guys, like, communists? These guys are, like, huge believers in, like, going to the gym shrinks your brain. Physical instrument, electrochemistry, half-light. It's a lot of physical instrument that just calls you a pussy. I get, like, pain threshold, sometimes cool. Oh, fuck, is that what's happening? Good morning, Tactica. I've got that negative on solve there. I'm gonna put more into intellect. You are what? No.
It's right here. The answer is right here. You just need to ask him. Come on, do it.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
I love smoking. You know the hammer people stuff that look like nails. Oh, that is just Robbie Rotten. What the fuck? Okay, there's that cab.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam.
Yeah. We are number one. Yeah.
The woman is still hunched over the railing, her head swaying to the music, her eyes looking at nothing in particular.
Huh? What is it? What do you want? Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
Aren't you a lady?
The woman's malevolent cackling fills the roundabout.
I'm a lady like you are Gabriel Buenguerro. Only in dreams.
Talk to a woman.
I'm only terrifying to small children, and to those who used to know me.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Huh.
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was. How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around, when I have my movies to go to?
Huh.
Oh, Sim.
I think I'd be fine after pale exposure. Only fascists think women are bad. Dies to a cackle. Oh yeah. Hold on.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10
Holy
cents.
shit. Oh, this is it.
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Hell yeah.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs.
Badass.
They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Huh.
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising. No, sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
This woman, Kim, she scares me.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Duramine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale.
Excuse me?
Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history, as far as almost anyone knows, at least.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Badass.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles.
Endurance.
The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Think about it.
A colorful display of cigarettes and
Oh,
alcohol
no.
bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Well, shit.
Guess not, no.
Fuck.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic then.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Hmm. Ah, it's pale-aged vodka, so it's even cooler.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Yeah.
You mean this?
Two girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half-smile.
I don't know. Frit? A 7 to 11 grocery store? I think they think that the extra tea makes it funkier. It doesn't.
The story goes that normal Fritta with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Yeah, tell me about the dead body.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really... long? I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, tell me about the warehouse.
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe.
This is
I
important.
don't really care what Frit does.
Give me some of my work with.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
This is the most important part of the game. I need to inform God. Oh yeah, no, it's really funny because like how relatable that is. I'll talk to Mr. Racism later. I really gotta get that that locked door sorted out. It's like poetic or something.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
Oh yeah, the phone line.
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers. It's not strange, it's inconvenient. Who told you that?
That would be dishonorable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill. Yes?
Huh. I thought you'd like to know about the door. Oh, shit. Damn it.
You see, you immediately feel drawn.
Nah, nothing yet. I really want to push that other door down. Fuck. Alright. Time to talk to John Racism. Whatever. What could possibly go wrong?
Come to tell me to fuck off again? I don't know what you're talking about.
You knew Sealing didn't do it.
He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip. Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
No. He means La Puta Madre.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
He's going rat mode. He's gonna pull out a shit. He's gonna start squeaking and asking for cheese.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
Okay, rat.
He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
Rat mob.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
Go fuck yourself.
Men like this only respect two things.
I'd have been so mad if we failed that.
And fear. Time to turn up the volume.
Yes.
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna...
Where is it? Where is Rachel?
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
I'll fuck you for the rest of your life.
Fucking homo cop.
Can you get that, like, as a thought cabinet?
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rules with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Kill him. Kill him now.
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Yahoo! I'm really putting off the measurehead encounter. Ah.
This screen found A to Z Contemporain is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This must be the one he told us about, unless he was lying.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and 2 steering levers.
I don't know if they have car alarms in Disco Elysium.
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Really?
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced.
I'm trying to think of like a reason not to use the pry bar right now. Don't have a good one.
Found A to Z Contemporain is parked in with a firm grip. You raise the pry bar, a glint of light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of truth and justice. Release your secrets, lorry cabin.
It's tempting.
The window shatters and droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement.
Maybe I should have done it apologetically. That couldn't, not with the physical instrument.
Subtle.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
That's free tools.
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Crack addict instincts failed me.
It's an issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Radio, posters, a trace of motor oil smell under all the cigarettes. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat.
Fucking French?
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly.
Oh no. Karen took the fucking kids.
This is Tip Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
It's not Kim.
She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here, on Boogie Street. A mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too.
She was afraid of the world. Alright. Time to uninstall.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
It's a disc over. I didn't even like. I didn't read that like that on purpose. I didn't realize.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least. For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range too. Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes, some dead actresses, and a rusty old toolbox under the seat. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the tools lying around here. A hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver.
I have to take the tools and then sell them for like $5.
But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
I'm Mr. Crack Miser.
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The movie stars are still smiling.
That's not much to work on.
There's a radio transmitter in the front and a pull-out toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. You close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
I love talking to Kim.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
Like a Burger Crusader. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Don't let the international drug trade get you.
This means it's well funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed. Or maybe it's used to
listening on your
I mean to click.
Between you and your station, a worrying prospect.
Ulan. The movie posters factor into all of this. Okay.
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Yes, well...
Unimportant.
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Everard Clare would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road. We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. especially if the Madre grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. Debrief over, after you.
Do I have a new thing? Should I be using this more often? Oops.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging
Oh,
from
yeah.
the wall, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Without resistance,
Fucking kill yourself.
Two panels move against each other. The
Okay.
compartment is now open. Inside, you see 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. It's slightly, ever so slightly, difficult to breathe once you've done so. The drawer is locked. Blue ink drips from the white pages in your hand. Your hand shakes. You're flushed with adrenaline. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse, handwritten logs on dozens of investigations.
I got all
date back
these.
to January 51. Stamped case files. Commit to paper. These are your last couple of months in Revachol, Precinct 41, Jamrock Quarter. You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Okay, well, I gotta know. You have to save before you see an option with kill yourself. Yeah,
It's
right.
the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. Without resistance, the words just crossed your mind somehow. Who do you think? You. It's slightly. Your hand.
Interesting. Fascinating. Damn. Yeah, I got a minute. Oh, does he have something new to say?
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
I'll just tell him. Fuck it.
Still better than me, I guess. Told you there's plenty of others who'd tell on her. But, is she in trouble? Oh man, that's like a load off my mind.
I could just lie to him.
All that stress was messing up my rhymes.
He chooses to believe what's best for her.
Yeah, tell me about the rhymes.
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft. Tommy Lam was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Okay. Damn. Harry, get out of that. Okay. Any new checks? I love side questing. I mean, I could Jerry LeJohn. What if he was Tommy LaHomo? Wouldn't that be fucked up? Can I get that ball back?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I fucking love cryptids.
The Coldima Madakwa. Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter. Oh, I didn't mean to imply otherwise. Well, it's been a while since I've gone hunting for the Coldima Madakwa myself.
Good morning, Sun 312 772. Give me a Sasquatch.
Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore, and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead. This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all of that.
That sounds so cool.
Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Coldima Madakwa. And he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So
Gotta
he
get
got the
more
rest
water.
of us to join in his search. We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Madakwa.
That's not very scientific.
That really wasn't the point. After the Symphonia, we moved on to the sounds of office supplies or something like that. And I doubt any of us would have been any good at pushing papers. Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
Do we really have time for this?
Spin that bird song.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is becoming difficult. That's an illusion. Your breathing is just as it was and will remain that way unless you start panicking. There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though someone is standing just outside of your range of vision and watching you, doing this to you. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums. Seabirds most likely, gulls and such.
And skewers, but
A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
I see birds, I eat birds.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the cold Imamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
No balls. What a shame. -1 composure. Okay. Really gotta get more levels. If I didn't talk to this guy individually.
I have really outdone myself.
Oh god, I gotta know about the
This is
sandwich.
divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
I see birds, I eat sandwich.
Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day? Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week, but that's all I know, really. No, officers, I'm sorry, and I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Sorry about the ball.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard. Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
Nigga, when you're hardcore hunter.
Gymnasium.
Yes.
I love that word.
Physical instruments okay sometimes.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me. Oh, yes. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and René's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say. Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Badass.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Yeah, I'm professional and all. Okay, yeah, what about the sandwich?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal.
Just tell me how you
it's
made
just
it.
a principle.
Said he outthought himself. This is...
The only one you have.
Suddenly you realize how hungry you are. The last time you ate must have been, God knows when, aeons ago. Probably when you were still a child.
I couldn't take a man's sandwich from him.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. You must have other business then?
Fuck, I can't do it, man. You can't take a man's sandwich not like this. Happy November 1st. All I want for Christmas is you.
Officer.
Okay, well now that you say it that way.
A man so principled about his sandwich calls for a principled approach. Time to get political. Too late. Daddy's already fighting the bad fight. Make it stick.
Your blood sandwich. What do I don't want to say then?
Say one of these fascist or communist things or fuck off.
All right. Let's hear them, officer.
Sorry, I was just thinking about the sandwich. All I want for Christmas is your knuckles. Yeah, I can't cross the water lock. It's a lot of stuff. Anybody ready for not November? No. I suppose I can't put it off much longer.
A sturdy metal... This could be a way in...
No, that's the same. This one's locked.
There must be another way into the building.
Holy shit, Kim, what the fuck?
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath...
Why was he so loud?
You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow.
Yeah, good morning, Eric. Good morning, Gerwick. Had mixed nuts an hour ago. Oh, that's like a common bug. It's the only one. Oh my god. That's awesome. Yippee.
Your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter. Your breathing grows even heavier.
You okay there? Might be the after effects of your past escapades. What are you looking at? Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old. Perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago, but no. These do not warrant an investigation. Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Should we go?
Door. I'm awfully tempted to spam click that. Oh, okay. Sure, well, it's fine now. -2 authority. Alright, I'm ready to do it. Oh, well, there's like another guy first, though, right? Can't beat the shit out of that guy from here. Alright. Get back into a nice clothes. I don't think I need more half-light. Not right now. Alright.
Scab?
What did he just call you?
Oh,
no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
Oh yeah, let's fuck him up.
No, I said scab.
Okay, gotta make him fucking scared.
A kind of a worm. Content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
But they all come
Beats me.
from.
Somewhere in the ground, I think. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Huh.
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North?
Give me some fucking money. Yeah.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Oh, I'd love to take damage from this.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Oh. Oh.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to...
That's badass.
You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though.
Huh.
Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess, cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last the strike, though. I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs. Oh. Good, good. What matters do you want to discuss with Everard?
Yeah, dead body.
Everard's got a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, eh? Doesn't often dole it out, though. But sure, why not? I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
Huh.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation.
Yeah.
Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone ever done it? Will I be the first?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition. Sure. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
Feels like he's hinting at something, but you're too hungover or dumb to understand right now.
Ooh. In case of strike, press button behind guard. Awesome. Oh, that's money up there. Oh, fuck. I need that. Alright. Yeah, sure. Alright. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. And then with the Measurehead encounter. God bless. Okay. That must have been super loud for like half a second. Whoops. We're so back. Thank you, OBS. Wait, what? Why can I retry the pile of clothes? Okay. One last bit. 'Cause I got the penny. Real. Insane blue balling. Listen. I want to get my stats up. You know? Win rhetoric. Kim craves violence. I hope he doesn't get mad if I beat up Measurehead.
Coming back. That's
Something cold grazes your hand.
Get fucked.
Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
Badass.
This jacket is the apex of human evolution. The moment at which man became weatherproof. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Huh.
good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only 450 for you, sir.
That's... Do I even want that? Huh. The Temu Windbreaker. I don't have any glasses.
Shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
No luck.
I did
All
waste
you
my
find
good
is
roll.
This lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a mouth.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you. You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
I don't need the shades of self-destruction.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Well... Alright. This clown is going to beat Measurehead's ass. Surely. 72 out of... Nah, we're not getting a level up. Alright, let's go. Let's double, triple check.
Right, two.
It's gotta be awesome. I'm going to, like, lose a 97%.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Your body does not betray your degeneracy. That's a lie. You're in great shape.
Okay, physical instrument.
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
It's not good.
No. He's the CEO of racism.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Time to be a dumbass.
Jerking motions, signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Eugenics and the race theory, damn.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Potatoes are good. Yeah, he's right.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
Just casually just telling you to start the race war. He's not even starting it himself. He wants you to do it.
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
This is your chance. He's talking.
Yes.
Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard.
Yes.
No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Suggestion is against it. One Bunzel channel. There's nothing I could ever do but click this button right here. I've missed so many 83%. What are the chances? Oh my fucking god.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike
It like literally just barely did it. Fuck off.
into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent. He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalate it. Get intimate with him. Bring the hurt closer.
No reason not to. Spin kick? No fucking way. What?
Oh god. Wrong move. Your head is in his hands.
Half-Light, you son of a bitch.
Forceps crushing you, and you can feel every jewel.
Say it. I am a degenerate drunk.
Take the pain, goddammit. At least take that.
How did this happen? I was winning.
You were. But then you made a wrong move. And now your skull feels like...
Why did I spin kick? How could I spin kick?
Even under the increased force on your skull, there is no pain. Just the sound of your own blood gushing in there, feeding your mind with oxygen.
You are a poor player of physical chess.
You can do it again? Discombobulate.
Just like that, instinct took up. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent.
Discombobulate.
The man lands with a dull thump.
Why does that work?
Broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button.
Why the fuck wouldn't it work? Why the fuck would it work?
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
Mad, sorry, cop. Surely this is a good idea. Oh, yeah.
The man is still knocked out. He breathes slowly and steadily. It'll take a few moments for him to recover.
Oh, Kim, yeah, what do you have to say about that?
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that Hulk.
I might attack him again. I'm a hero.
Let's think of something else.
Whatever. Yes, Kim. Anything you say, my lord. Ah, this is weird. This place looks too clean.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Oh yeah, I mean I failed the check. But then I succeeded.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
There's no way this will deal mental damage.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Yeah, the right hook is so much less telegraphed than the roundhouse kick. I guess he's like expecting the hook.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
I'm going Ancien Ador.
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list. What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood? Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes. Special whirling borscht. Water Everart's plants. Sweep office floor. More banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled. The drawer slides shut smoothly.
Read the book later. Who needs composure?
The file cabinet stands. Remember, Leah, all items on the list. The drawer slides shut.
Ooh, money. Made postcard, grips across a river. Oh, that's a lot of words. Damn. Oh. Oh. -1 drama. Is that a good idea? I look badass. Visual calculus is good.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
What kind of cop am I? Sorry, cop. Thought I had to make a phone call.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air. Undoubtedly, no. Sure, why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing. Nothing tricky about that. You just do, fail, repeat, until it works. All it takes is motivation and practice.
Thank you, physical instrument. Very cool. Doesn't look like there are any bottles I could take. Damn. Please, I need that money. Please. Fuck. Oh my god.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back. This is your cloak.
Wait, that's mine?
You can feel it.
Yes, it does bear the RCM insignia, and we are the only detectives in Martinez.
Think I should get it?
The service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, I do.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours.
Badass.
Is relaying.
How did the coat end up here? A drunken throw? I don't know. Ooh, 2+1s. Oh, that's just better. Ooh, don't mind if I do. I really want to get that money up there.
All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here. Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red.
Yeah, that might have been me.
Almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been pretty hard.
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
This is really sad.
Yes, this scene isn't exactly ripping with joy. Let's just move on.
Want it for the money. This is super worth it.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
I'm actually a hobo cop.
Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair.
Oh yeah, there's René. Yeah, I was wondering.
Is dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that picture of René?
I'm gonna ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure, as long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
Look at this
Stale
photograph.
air floods through your nostrils.
Every
Not
time
a
it makes
single
me
mote
laugh.
of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate.
I want to look around the booth, but I don't want to.
The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date. Oh boy, where to start?
Oh.
Elevated risk of dementia, mini-strokes, Prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction, critical flatulence, watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to la opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse. Maybe this was a bad idea. You stand and exit the booth.
So true. I can sell the photograph. It's very tempting. Hold on. We take another one of these. I can start becoming racist. Moralism. This one has to be badass. Fuck it. D'accordo, mama d'acqua. Yippee. I have to keep listening, yippee. I'm sure +1 perception is the result. That's gotta be awesome. That's worth a skill point. Probably does something else cool. Tolo mama maxi. interesting. I know about some of this bit. Sure.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded.
Sure, I don't
with
need
use.
drama.
It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh. On. Arrête. Off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
This doesn't seem very OSHA-pilled.
And, with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled. Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers. Except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
He fucking loves it.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Hold on. No, what was that? No! There we go. No, over here? Whale Ford. Okay.
Before you stands a cargo container.
It might be
just one of many in the yard.
So true.
Is this like your thing with that wall again? You do? Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
Maybe there's contraband in there.
There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to interview the Union boss.
No reply. You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked.
I've not talked to Claire yet.
To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because what wasn't an option? Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Damn. The machines are sleeping. Close only counts on horseshoes and hand grenades. And let me tell you, brother, I'm out of hand grenades. Ooh, fallen gloves. I really don't need extra half-light. Let me tell you, brother, it's about to start raining. Like, so much money. Alright, I gotta take my glasses off.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard. Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
I got a lot to talk to him about.
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to
He's
leave
Irish,
my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world.
Oh, super
I was about
Irish.
10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thanks.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Sure. You win Commodore 256. The cosplay you tagged me in on Twitter. 50-50, you get it or you don't. I've been losing a lot of 50-50s. He looks like Evil Columbo.
The containers
oh my god, I actually got it.
Are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone. Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
That was 4 months.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
Good morning, Cat Dash. And good morning, Jimmy Map. Guy's too busy listening to this guy talk about fucking sheep.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off. I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
This guy's too old to be this jolly. He's gnome build.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this under hearties.
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who... No, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your questions.
Oh, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht. Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
The rugs.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dog fighters. Alcohol, however.
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags. Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Huh.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir. Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those douce sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
He said suckle in such a strange way. Huh.
But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am. Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Yeah, Liz, yeah.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
6 does not sound.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
Law school? Could she be talking about the union fixer, aka the gardener?
Looks like it.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip, too. Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more.
I forgot.
Of course, mister.
Press
I'm
4
more
instead
than
of
happy
5.
to be helpful. Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys. Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course. Bye-bye now.
Alright, let's get it started in here. A fucking fish claw. That's badass. I don't think I need to do the measure head check. Alright.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Harry.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Fun fact. Slurs. Look at that fat fuck, you should kill him.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Everett Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
All right, let's get it started.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
Like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
You're no Titan of Elysium, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Excellent, Mr.
Motherfucker.
Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Try to wink back. Okay.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair is incredibly uncomfortable. Fortunately, your ass is made of iron, and the chair is made of wood. Iron beats wood. You manage not to shift around too much.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
Huh. You could take damage and die from the chair. Well, it's badass.
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or... Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays.
You've seen that happen multiple times.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, don't worry, he actually meant, be very worried.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
$50-50.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
Try to stay cool or cry.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? he keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry! Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough.
Not really.
We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
You've heard wrong.
Oh, you're being too modest, my friend. But don't worry, this annoying thing I have is completely legal. I just need you to open a door.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry? Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about. A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you. Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez. Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
Harry.
No
you
comment.
wound me, Harry. In the heart. But I trust you to put this to bed. Do what you must, and let's change the subject, shall we?
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Ah, yes. Your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now let's talk real business.
Actually, Rivershell doesn't have a mayor.
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
I assure you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is, I have a big fat folder on you, Harry. I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask. Maybe I can help you out.
Don't trust him. For all you know, Dubois might be his name. You need to confirm this.
I'm sure you had some concerns you thought I might be able to address. And you were probably right. I can.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Yeah. To say anything about my family.
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man,
Karen took
Harry?
the fucking kids.
Well, yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry. Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry. It's Harry. Harry Dubois. No, I'm really not. You are Harry.
Don't really like it.
Don't be silly, Harry. Harry Dubois, that's a real man's name. A Union man's. Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry. I, however, wish to help you any way I can. Well, Harry, if I were to sum you up in one word, it would be apologetic. Yes, you seem to be, a lot of the time, but right now there's no reason to be. Let loose a little. Be you.
Let's see.
As you look at
50,
the folder,
50.
Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on. Am I going to ask? Hell, Harry. You spin-kicked my strongest man in the face. I saw it from my window. Would you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
I'm a terrifying death machine.
Don't worry, Harry. Between you and me...
Oh yeah, he doesn't have a
I'm
window.
huge fan of his race thing. But the Union did not get where we are today by frowning on eccentricity. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it. My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them. Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try to see what's in it.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. Yes, we're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you shouldn't work with her just because you and I are such good friends. I'm not a jealous guy.
Harry the freak.
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left. Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator. Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now. This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation.
Shady chum.
I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about. And he doesn't care either.
I'm not gonna talk about my lost gun.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
Yes?
Damn. I can't get out of here. Oh, yeah. Really difficult to navigate.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back. No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes. Wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing.
Damn. Maybe I can try that cargo container again. Always looking forward to that.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were lost.
Damn it. Like a cutaway family gag. No. How the fuck do I get up there? That's money. I love money. Well. It is what it is. Yeah, Leo's a good fella.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Complete shit.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
Huh.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
And with the harbor bell.
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Leo is the fascist.
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He's not lying about not doing it himself. He means a more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
Said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I'm a hustle grinder.
I'm not so sure about the hustle grind, but... You know, it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fellow. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Who he is, and what they're fighting for? This is interesting. Ask him about the Hardy Boys.
Oh.
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you. We're negotiating our share. Aye. This stuff, they already covered.
At least you got benefits.
It's not enough. Not enough to get ahead. More about keeping us in our place. All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process. I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? The old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
Nah, yeah, he has a fucking swordfish clock. What are you, stupid? The height of luxury.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all.
The whole fucking Billy Bash choir.
Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
You shouldn't take what's not yours. Yeah, fuck this guy.
Then how can anything ever be mine? But that's okay. We don't have to agree. The prairie is wide enough for all of us. Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could, effortlessly, go even wider, if need be. An endless torrent of time.
Yippee with onion. What else do we have? Nothing else super cool over here. Any new white checks? Talk about the Borscht. Punch clock / payphone. Oh, I can redo that. I thought it was telling me to punch the clock. Alright. Go to the gym, call that a white check. Because you're white?
The already familiar cold touch of plastic, which it's unclear whether you actually have much. Sure, why not? Nothing tricky about that.
Damn it. Yeah, keep the cool gloves on. Half-Light doesn't really seem too useful to have super high. I don't know. I'm really making all sorts of clown suits. Oh, that guy's moving. I thought he was like frozen. And away we go. I really want to open that door.
You see a heavy... The door does the challenge. You're right.
Damn.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
Your Rivashalian nation, hold on.
The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again.
Is it just good soup? Half-Light is a slightly altered picture of Kuno. He's very Half-Light core.
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak. Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer.
I love soup.
Borscht need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg. The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak.
Okay, cool. We solved the case of the vodka. Awesome. Oh yeah, collect that Renee again. Ice is icicle, specs is spectacle, quiz is quizzical, test is a testicle. So true. Monica's titties are big. Peanut?
We are still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking. Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Why are you on leave?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
Missing balls.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man who would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
Come on, badass.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. He's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
It's his heart.
Shit.
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
Oh,
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officers. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Do or die. It's my side thing too. Fuck it.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong with that. I do it too. Everyone does it. It's an excellent side thing.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now?
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
Yeah, talk to him about the picture.
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
I'm gonna take mental damage talking about my fucking ex-wife, aren't I?
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Yes, yes. Like I said, I would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Still, all you see is an old soldier refusing to replace his uniform with a civilian attire.
Anything else I can assist you with, officer?
Well... probably would have helped to have this before talking to Everett, but... may as well do this.
Hello again, officers.
Nah. It really makes me want to min-max it. On a second playthrough, just fuck it. Psychic cop who knows the future.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Did I get a reality lowdown? A little bit.
Finally, time to choose sides.
He's I fucking hate him. Beautiful and just, strong and clean. I didn't.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, worm-like corruption. Reaching into the bowels of the earth.
Get out the drive-through window.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt worm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you?
Huh.
Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
Yeah, fuck it.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Help them turn up the heat on the borscht. I didn't though. Wait, what? I did the exact opposite.
Did you now? What sort of borscht is he making?
Weird.
The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, I presume you mean put more alcohol in it?
Oh. Turn the knob down.
Beyond curious. I will choose to interpret that as you turning the alcohol in the strike brew down. For the sake of our professional relationship. And because I don't like the idea of them any more drunk than they already are. What else?
Weird. I'm not drunk enough. Maybe I should be sozzled for this,
detective.
but...
Should something come up later, down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat.
I think I'm good. Alcohol for a while.
Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Alright, yeah, she'll tell me more about the lynching. Wait, hold on. I did the drug
Until you
trafficking.
come up with something at that intersection.
She simply nods.
Well, shit. I guess
More
reality it
lessons
is.
in basic reality? It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should, well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly. What this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint, grab a bottle, and drain that shit right down your throat.
Thank you, electrochemistry.
Yes, and lie about it too, to her.
Thank you, drama.
She stares at you, head tilted to the side, with a slightly concerned look on her face.
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
What am I talking about?
Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin. A symbol of hubris and decay. Half submerged in some salty sea. Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games. Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course. Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Splat, splat.
Thanks, Cindy.
Wonderful.
What is that?
The girl in the old lady rags.
Yeah.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Huh.
Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. The common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
Explain the same thing but to a child, okay.
Young people who dye their hair funny colors and wear old people's clothes are stupid, and their little rebellion is self-defeating. All right. What next? Glad to have been of assistance.
Does she dye her hair?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief.
Wait, what?
The woman on the boat does not.
That wasn't the right
notice
line.
her steering.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivashon. Its moneyed residents.
It does happen. Okay,
restaurants
weird.
and upscale boutiques rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world. It's where they grow whores like her, and their whoremen.
Huh.
Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor?
I love women.
A sturdy metal. This could be a way into.
Nah, doesn't work. I don't want to do it forever. You just lock the door after. That's not it. I haven't fiddled with that yet. Woman spotted.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
Oh, I'm dead.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions she once had as a police officer, it's eaten them all up now. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
I'm seriously running out of shit to give.
I don't dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of a particularly challenging district, but poverty does not make one a loser.
Wait, hold on.
Poverty is just poverty.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer.
Good morning, Murder VP.
It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while. Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Matt Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all.
Rip. Oh, that's a little while back. Ah, yeah, this is after we talked to... Okay, cool. Funny gloves. Yippee. Died to math. Oh yeah. You drift out, little bro. Oh yeah. I gotta get better pants.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew no trouble at all, mister. Oh, that one.
Told you.
Well, shit. Harry's clothes have stats. Oh yeah. That's why I'm clown suited.
Cargo container.
You know? I'm min-maxing. Now whatever. We want to get up there and get that. No, 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 no. But yeah, hold on. No, that goes down there. We do fail all the time. Yep. Damn right.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you. It's unclear whether you actually... Sure, why not? Nothing tricky about that.
Failed it again. That was a really difficult conversation coming up ahead. Better stock up on healing items.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything. Wow. I didn't know you worked for the Union, sir.
Okay.
Anything else I can do for you?
Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask some local dealers, maybe.
Awesome. It seems in character for Harry. A little bit, yeah. Well, we can afford a room for the night. Before talking to him, right?
We are still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
It's the exact same check. Just, yeah.
Yes.
That'd be
the debate,
badass.
I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a... Yes, it does. Unfortunately, it's a private...
You see,
I'm fine.
It's his heart.
No one.
No one?
Yes.
Look, officers. The container yard... Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabinier's pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated king's...
I love being homeless.
Yes.
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
She.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up...
Still, all you see is an old soldier refusing to replace his uniform.
Almost. No.
Anything else I can assist you with?
Damn it. That would've been sick. Buenos dias. Me walking into the Asian restaurant. So true. Jack, that's badass. could buy that Man from Heimdall book. They should. Bother with Joyce again later. We didn't tell her anything important. I think. I want to retry those checks when Kim isn't there. This has to be badass.
The display rack is brimming. This is entirely, completely you.
Yes.
You have found the right books.
It is a bestseller for a reason.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Heimdall man.
I gotta read the back cover.
The jacket copy proclaims, "Man from Heimdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, Noble Tiribold. Before Man from Heimdall can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City.
They're so
where
scary.
A mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from Heimdall be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend? You open the book to a random page. Man from Heimdall, wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination. His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield.
Oh shit.
Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Heimdalla tribe. From the village of Heimdall, the ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Gatla howl out his name.
Give me more.
From Heimdall rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane billowing in the breeze. Both Zweihanders sheathed on his back. He is off to war. Will he conquer his enemies? Will he conquer himself? The steel muscles of Man from Heimdall gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts in the frigid northlands he calls home.
Badass.
A passage reads, "The man from Heimdall looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now his voice booms in the darkened throne room. Do not try to sap my masculine essence, wicked temptress. Son of Heimdall will never succumb to your seductive wiles.
I hate women.
Thine spells are no match for purity and strength of will. Brothers of Heimdall, stand above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible, yet mine is forged in gore and strife." Queen Lydiana just laughs, a sultry
Semen retention from Heimdall.
then says, "I have grand plans for you, Man from Heimdall." She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. "First, you shall please me. Then lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of the Man from Heimdall. Yet inside, there is turmoil. This goes against all he holds sacrosanct." In the final pages,
This
Man
is
from
epic.
Heimdall mounts Galavarin, his mighty griffin, and turns his gaze to the horizon. Queen Lydiana is dead, but an army of cannibals is storming the gates, and still there's no word of trusty Tiribold. To find out what happens next, you'll have to pick up Man from Heimdall and the Three-Eyed Skull, available in fine bookstores everywhere. Spring 39.
It doesn't give you any stat bonuses. Fuck. I'm so mad. Oh yeah, I gotta solve the borscht. It just passes time. Aw. It was badass. Save. You know what? I'm gonna save and quit. We'll do this next week. It's almost 4. I have to go to the bathroom. May as well boot up Krita. Who's ready for doodles? Yippee, I love drawing. It's my favorite thing. I'm making the expression right now. Inktober's fucking over. Yippee. Anyways, I'll be right back. Something about fucking your mom. I don't know. I'm out. 4 fucking months of doodle requests. My god.